Do you want to know what are the most powerful misconceptions that women have when it comes to love coaching? Then I invite you to watch this video until the very end. My name is Nicole Lisa, and I am an intuitive love coach, and I help women from all over the world attract their ideal partner, their ideal love life, and to be treated like goddesses. I'm going to be sharing with you from years of expertise, going on 9 years of absolute dedication to really helping women attract love no matter what. So, if you are somebody who has experienced trauma, if you are somebody who has experienced a lot of deceit, brokenheartedness, you've experienced a lot of, just negativity in your love life, I want you to know that you can and you are going to attract love no matter what. So, I'm going to be sharing some truths with you today. And not only that, I want you to understand that you're going to listen to some things today that might be difficult to hear. Okay. But that's the power of coaching. That's the power of being available for the things that you desire to that are going to help you attract the love that you want. Um, like I said, I've been doing this for almost 9 years now, dedicated day in and day out. And I'm going to be sharing with you some things that I realized over the years. So, number one, um, coaching starts from an angle of addressing whether it's athletes, people who want to go to their next level, they want to reach their goal. And one of the things that I noticed is that one of the misconceptions or one of the issues that lies here when it comes to coaching is that coaching is now being shared all over the world for people, right? But we're not teaching the elements of leadership that are required. And sometimes you join and you take a course, but you join it from an angle of things that you haven't learned yet, or maybe the coach hasn't taught you these things yet. I say it because I've joined programs on coaching where it's about love, and I've also joined coaching programs where it's about money or business. And what I notice is that, everybody wants love. But one of the things that I feel most people don't fully understand is that when it comes to love, it requires leadership on your end. You can have all the vision, all the hopes, and all the dreams about love, but it will require your leadership. It will require your willingness to learn new things and to unlearn things that are not good for you. Habits, behaviors, choices that you might have learned from your parents. The thing about love is that we see it so mystical. You're like, I want love. I want my soulmate, right? You want you want your soulmate. You want that love that either completes you, that is like your one and only. You want that. And then, but the reality of it all is that love requires, sorry, I just had some peanuts. Love requires a willingness to learn, a willingness to unlearn, a willingness to be present, a willingness to challenge yourself. And it's not just about the kind of airy fairy, like flowers in the air. It's just going to be so magical. It's just going to work. It will require work from your end. And it will require work on your partner's end. So the moment in which you can just be at peace of the fact that it does require work, that it requires not only work, but your leadership, I want you to know, and if you're at peace with that, because you need to be at peace with your leadership, your love leadership, then you're going to start to notice progress and momentum. And things are not going to feel as daunting or challenging or confusing. It does require your leadership. This is important. And it also requires for you to see yourself as a leader. When you want to attract love, one of the unconscious things that can get in the way for you is how you see yourself. Because if you see yourself, if you're not seeing, I'm getting something about this energy of sabotage, okay? And why is this video specifically for women? Because one of the main issues that I realized over the years, one of the two main things that I've seen is women think unconsciously that there's something wrong with them. Okay, why? Because the feminine, when they're not attracting love, mind you, I want you to kind of pick up what I'm sharing here right now. When it comes to love, we've been taught from a very early age. Actually, I'm getting that it's even bigger than love. But the feminine wants to be loved and it wants to be accepted and cherished for who she is. Okay. The thing is that we don't feel love and accepted. The program that we're receiving from a very early age is you don't fit in, you're not enough, you have to fit in, you're not pretty enough, you cry too much, you're annoying, or you have to be perfect in order for your parents to love you or for them to be proud of you. So that sense of anxiety and stress, let's say if you were a woman who grew up just constantly being told that you're not liked, hearing that you laugh too loud. It creates an inconsistency because you want within yourself, you have to have a positive self image. This is one of the areas where coaching and energy and emotional clearing reprogramming is beneficial because when you have a positive, number one thing that it's going to change this around is having a positive self image. And this self image impacts the way in which you see yourself, you see your progress, you see your momentum. It creates this narrow path. Imagine like a narrow hallway where it impacts your leadership too, because the moment that you're doing work, you don't realize that you're operating under a kind of negative self image. Even if you're a leader, you're a trailblazer, but there could be a negative self-image that you have around doing the work. So you might start doing work, but then what happens is that you judge the process, judge what you have to do. And I hear this all the time. I've heard this is like at least an 80% of the time, women reach out to me and they feel like I feel like there's something wrong with me. Why haven't I attracted love? So we need to demystify this because we tie our worth so much to attracting love, and this energy that there's something wrong with you can hijack what is really happening. Let's look at it this way. We all were taught to learn how to tie our shoelaces, right? When we're taught that, we're not like, I should have my shoelaces tied already. Like we don't go into that energy. Like there's something wrong. And I want you to understand like how that like anger and frustration hijacks your awareness. You have your ties, like, your shoelaces, you have to tie them, right? You can either do that with joy, learn to do that with joy, or you can do that through criticism. And that's the unfortunate thing that happens, because this is why I say coaching originally started for the person, who wants to go for things. So what is going to align, like, and it's committed to getting there no matter what. The gap between that and for us, because I include myself in this, is we have to see ourselves as somebody that deserves the love. We have to see ourselves as somebody that is positive, that is capable. We have to remain inspired, open to learn when it comes to doing this work, when it comes to doing coaching. The thing is that sometimes we don't. We let our emotions hijack us. We let, but I did this one thing that this coach shared with me and it didn't work. There must be something wrong with me. I'm promising you, like, this impacts women who make 7 figures, 6 figures, no matter what. Like, I've seen this happen so often. We need to have a better self-image, because when we do not have a good self-image, this is when we tend to spiral. We immediately assume that if you did something for a week or for a couple months, it should be happening already. It hijacks our consciousness, or we blame the coach, we blame the teacher, we blame the therapist, we blame everyone. But what's really underneath it all is that we need to work on the positive self-image. When you are committed, when you are, like I said, you are the one person that's going for things, you need to be responsible for your vision. It's not just something that lands in your lap. You need to be responsible for your vision. You need to be responsible about how you feel about yourself. You need to be in spaces where people have a positive image of you, you have a positive image about yourself, and you are also willing to hear feedback that can help you. That's one of the main things that I wanted to say in this video, because positive self-image is absolutely crucial. Now, the negative self-image can lead to sabotage. Okay, the disappointments and lack of ownership on your end. So the way that in which you can change this around is that you have to take responsibility for your dreams, for your visions. You have to stay inspired. You have to be connected with a vision that moves you. Okay, there's nothing wrong with you. You have to be connected with a vision. You have to be connected with your desires. You have to be like connect with that energy no matter what. Rather, I'm getting than just letting life pass you by and you determining what you can have or what you cannot have based on what happens in front of you. Love, money, everything comes with a clear vision, with a purpose in mind. You have to be determined. You have to be willing to learn the things that are going to help you. You have to show up for yourself, invest in yourself, invest in your thinking, in your mind, in your heart, in your energy. One of the main messages that I've been getting this past week is treat yourself like you are this gourmet experience or you're like this high-end experience. Treat yourself that way. Do not let an energy of what's happening around you or what you've experienced make you doubt what you can have. When you treat yourself in a positive way and you know what you truly deserve and you act accordingly, make sure that you're also surrounding yourself in spaces where you are supported to attract the things that you want and you're not being considered greedy, like you want too much, like you're asking for too much. You are worthy of everything. Be willing to learn, get curious, be very innocent in your learning, meaning do not shame yourself as you're trying to learn. You deserve the world. You deserve the world. So one of the other misconceptions that people have when it comes to coaching, love coaching, is, like you expect a lot of like magical thinking, but without the accountability of the action steps that you need to do. Being willing, you have to create spaces where you're present, where you can study your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. You have to be, you have to let go of pride. Pride is a big block for women when it comes to coaching. It can, and just achieving what you want in love, but like the pride and why am I learning from another woman or I should know this already. Like I said, when we are learning, we want to have the attitude of a kid that's learning to tie their shoelaces. It's excitement. It's openness. It's like, I can do this versus, and also being grateful for the person who's teaching you. Competition and ego, like I said, pride can get in the way. So you have to have a really open attitude to learning. Feeling ashamed of learning, saying, I should know this already. None of those things really work. You're not creating a safe space within yourself to shine and to receive more. I wanted to share this with you because there's a lot of misconceptions. There's a lot of magical thinking. There's a lot of, because I do clearing work, emotional clearing work. There's a lot of, if I go to this shaman, if I go to this Reiki person, if I just go to this, then I'm just going to attract my partner. But I want you to understand that there's different plays of learning. You have the emotional, you have the psychological, you have the subconscious, you have your aura, you have your soul, you have your nervous system. And for some, you might have to do work on all of them. Others might just have to do work on half. But it is going to require your presence. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. They just want the easy stuff. So I recommend that you actually dedicate time, money, energy, resources to learning about love. Why is it that most people just want to learn about love when they've experienced heartbreak? Why is it that people just want to learn about love when they feel like an emergency? Like, oh my God, I'm going to lose love. It didn't happen to me. Love is something that we should be learning since we're kids, to be honest. And if you can joyfully learn about love, keep your heart open, you are on the right track. So I hope that this helps you. Nobody's responsible for your life, okay? Nobody, except you. Nobody, nobody. Wishing on a star, and I'm saying as an intuitive and I work with the love angels, wishing on a star, remember, faith without works is dead, okay? Like just wishing on a star, just kind of praying about it, but not doing anything about it. Praying about it, but just wanting it easy and being unwilling to learn and being prideful about learning is not helping you. You know, it requires a lot of humility for you to learn new things, even I'm hearing when you're at the top of your game. Remember that always. Learning requires humility, willingness, and openness to try new things. Getting some of you are learning simply to fill your vanity, meaning you do courses on how to be the sexiest woman. You know, you want to learn about the sexual element of like attraction because you want to be desired. For the reason, there's nothing wrong with being desired or doing works on that. But if your purpose is to fill up your vanity, ask yourself, what else is there? Ask your angels, what else is there? It requires a lot of humility. I cannot do the work for anyone, but God knows that I actually put in everything to help the people that are ready and that are willing. Of that, I'm clean. But you have to have an honest heart-to-heart conversation with yourself. Are you doing this work for vanity? Are you doing this work because having a partner will make you look better? Or are you doing this work because you want love? Because you want to continue to add love in the world? What is it? Be honest with yourself. Because I promise you, if you're doing it for vanity, you're going to stop halfway through. Because your main goal is to compete. Be better. Even put down. I don't know who this is for, but that's what I just heard, so I need to say it. Say not. They told me not to. They told me to say it. So I'm gonna say it. Do you know the amount of women who do coaching because they're jealous of a friend who did this work or started to do this work? Motivation being vanity, not being left behind, being better than the friend. Or is it because you want love? I see this when you're hungry for something, when you're hungry for love, you really show up for it. And God, life, your angels will put the right people that can assist you and help you. So I hope that this helps you. I'm actually offering, you can work with me privately. I have space for one person to work with me privately, my highest level coaching and clearing program at the moment. And after that, there's a wait list. And you can still make a deposit and everything, and I'll be reaching out to you within the next few months. There's also the option for you to join my intuition program, Know Your Truth. You gotta love truth. You wanna learn. You wanna be available to be in your power, to have influence, to trust yourself. That's an amazing program of years that I've been working on this. And like things that I just said, is it because you want a partner or is it because you want love? As women, we've been conditioned to shut off our truth. We're either called the B word or a witch. We're shamed like on all senses. A lot of men consider our thoughts nonsensical, stupid, dumb, not logical. So many of us choose to shut down our intuitive centers or knowing centers just to fit in the world. If you want to be powerful, you want to be magnetic, you want to be sure of who you are, not drain your energy, not have to over-explain yourself, and live a happier and easier life, then I recommend that you join this program. There's the option for you to do the course. The course comes with 3 live dates where we're going to be doing training and clearing to activate your intuitive centers, to activate your clear knowing, your self trust. And also, it's going to come with additional training and modules for you to practice in between sessions. This is actually something that's going to last 3 months, okay, of building your knowing, building clarity, and attracting no matter what. The link for that is in the description. And, I just want to say nobody else is responsible for you. We can look at statistics about relationships. And to be honest with you, there's just so many women where their main reason for doing this work is to be better than another woman. It's competition. It's as soon as a man shows up, I'm good, no more. And I just want to say the truth. Or sometimes people say, I want love and I want it easy, but they're not willing to do the work. Invest in yourself. We are the future leaders of this world, okay? And love requires way more responsibility than we're giving it. We're letting our vanity lead this process. The work that we do, coaching-wise and clearing-wise, is to nurture yourself. Because a part of you that feels that she needs to do all of that is because you're not feeling loved on the inside. So the clearing work helps you to integrate that love, helps you to feel it, helps you to nourish it. And everybody that knows that works with me knows that I put in a lot of love in the work that I do with my clients. But you have to be committed. You have to be committed. Nobody else is responsible for you. I'm getting, part of what happens is that there's like a lack of intimacy. We haven't been taught how to go within. We go to coaching programs with an angle of a consumer. Sometimes even like, I'm waiting to see how this coach can surprise me and show me what they've got. It's not about the coach. It's not about the coach. Find and connect with people that you feel like can actually help you, create a safe space for you, hold you accountable, support you, nourish you, help you expand your thinking, stay inspired. Do not dim what you desire to attract in your love life. You have a vision for a reason. Both you and your man are going to have to work and grow. And why not do it before you actually enter a relationship? So many of the times we only want to do the work when we feel like something is falling apart. Be proactive. Think outside of the box. There's a lot more work to be done than just the sexual elements of attraction. Okay, so I'm sending this to you with love. And I also have some Goddess positive affirmation tracks, audio tracks that you can listen to. Just make sure that you're not listening to them when you're handling machinery or you're driving, but they're available for $11 each. I'm attractive, I am cherished, I'm safe, and I'm loved. I love them. I'm currently kind of jamming on I'm cherished and I'm attractive and I absolutely love them. We get to feel attractive. We get to feel special. We have to commit to that experience within ourselves. It's not about controlling men or about getting quick results. It's about nourishing yourself to reach a new belief system. And and if you want to follow me on Instagram, my account is I am Nicole Elisa, exactly as it's written here. And I'm looking forward to connect with you. I do have spaces available for us to connect within the next few days if you're interested in working with me privately. Talk to you soon.